First, we go to the Indicators tab, select the 3 indicators, Bull's Power, Ichimoku, Kinko, and Moving Average. We will need these 3 indicators today: salt, 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 salt. Next, we go to Typography, select Candles, interval of 30 seconds, and the time for our trades today is strictly 1 minute. Next, friends, we will move on to the settings of our 3 indicators, but before that, I want to say that I have already published these settings in my main Telegram channel. You can find the direct link to these indicators in the first pinned message. Now let's move on to the settings. First, Moving Average. You can see the settings yourself. The color view is like this, 2 pixels. Next, our second indicator, Ichimoku Kinko. You can see the values here. Next, the view. We leave only the first line and turn off all the others. And our last indicator is Bull's Power. Here I set the period to 25, and basically, it looks like this with a turquoise line of 2 pixels. That's it, our indicator strategy is ready for use. Let's find and place the first position. So, our first currency pair is EUR-CFXOTC. Here we take a deal to go down for 1 minute with an amount of $50. Now let's move on to analyzing our trade. What do we basically see? We pay attention to our moving averages. The second indicator can also be called a kind of moving average. We focus on our 2 lines. What do we see? The intersection of our lines from top to bottom. That is, our turquoise line intersects with the purple one, but only from top to bottom. Our second indicator, Boost Power, what do we see from it? That our line has also been in the lower area for a long time. These are 2 signals in this case for a decline. There are literally 12-11 seconds left until the end of our first trade. So far, we see that a quite excellent result is shaping up for us. Nevertheless, there are 3 seconds left, 2, 1, 0, and the trade confidently ends in profit. But you saw that literally in the last seconds the trade could have closed in the negative, but nevertheless, it's a net profit of $46. Dear friends, before starting the second trade, I want to recommend my main Telegram channel, Bull Trading, where I often publish a lot of useful trading information. Plus, I also provide completely free signals that each of you can use to open trades. Link is in the description below this video, but we will proceed to our second trade. Our next currency pair is EURUSDTC. Here we are also taking a trade for a decline for a duration of 2 minutes, but with an amount of $96. And the technical analysis here is absolutely the same as in our previous trade. Let's pay attention to our indicators, these moving averages. Another line. You see that they intersect with each other, again from top to bottom. The turquoise line crosses the purple one, but from top to bottom. This is the first signal for a decline. It's the second indicator, Bull's Power. What do we see from it? The fact that our line has been in the lower area for a long time is also a signal for a decline. And so there are literally 20 seconds left until the end of our second trade. So far we see a good result for us, but it is still worth waiting for the end of the trade to judge, because we have seen the fluctuations that can happen literally in the last seconds. No matter how strange it may seem, this is normal for OTC quotes. Nevertheless, there is 1 second left, and our second trade also confidently ends in profit. Net profit is $88.32, and my deposit currently stands at $184. While we started, I remind you, $50. We will look for our next trade. So friends, our next currency pair is CHF-GPOTC. Here we open a trade for a decline for 1 minute with an amount of $184. Let's also analyze the progress of this trade, why we opened a decline here. Pay attention to how our lines intersect with each other. But this happens directly from top to bottom. Turquoise line crosses the purple line from top to bottom. This is a signal to decline. We also pay attention to our second indicator, Bull's Power. And what we see is that our line has been in the lower area for a long time, which is also a signal to decline. There are literally 18 seconds left until the end of this trade on the currency pair GPIOTC. So far the result is positive, and this is already the 3rd trade in a row. If it closes in profit, it will be the 3rd profit in a row, which is more than excellent. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And our trade also confidently ends in profit. Net profit is 169.8, and my balance is 353. So the net profit is already 303. Excellent. We increase the trade amount to 353 and look for the next currency pair. So our next currency pair is Euro to Hungarian forint. Here we open a trade to increase for 1 minute with an amount of $353. Let's move on to analyzing this trade. Here, the situation is absolutely mirrored. We see the intersection of our lines, but now from bottom to top. That is, our turquoise line crosses our purple line from bottom to top. In this case, this is a signal directly to increase. Our second indicator is Boost Power. According to it, we see that our line is currently moving up, and has been in the upper area for a long time. This is also a signal to increase. There are 20 seconds left until the end of our trade. So far, the result is successful, but these shadows are certainly alarming. We will see based on the final outcome. So, friends, our trade also ends in profit, but you saw, literally in the last seconds, I thought the trade would close in loss, and unfortunately, my challenge with $50 would end in a loss. But no, fortunately that didn't happen, and in principle my balance is $678. Let's increase the trade amount and take the final trade on some currency pair. So friends, I hope today's final currency pair is the Saudi Riyal, Chinese Yuan. We are opening a trade to decline for 1 minute with an amount of $678. Why did we open a trade to decline here? Let's analyze. But basically, I think most of you already understand the logistics of this indicator strategy. Let's pay attention to our indicator lines. And what do we see from them? A crossover that was from top to bottom. Turquoise line crossed the purple one, but only from top to bottom. This is a signal to decline. The second indicator, boost power. From it, we see that our line has been in the lower area for a long time. Therefore, this is also a signal to decline. Here, the way, there are 23 seconds left and we see a very good result, and I hope it will remain the same until the end of this trade. Great. The price has just gone down. Let's look at the points. Well, 28 points. Damn, excellent. So, the final 7, 6, and 5 seconds. And how much will I have on the balance? $1,301, right? Great, the trade ends in profit and I have $1,302 in my deposit. Dear friends, I started with $50. So friends, here's the result of today's trades. We started with an amount of $50 and reached a deposit of $1,302. We had 5 trades open and absolutely each of them ended in B+. You see how well this strategy performs, even you could say in the long term. That is, the price continues to perform according to this strategy, going down. Excellent. Here, basically, this is an indicator strategy. We will conclude here. Don't forget that all the links are in the description, both for Broker Pocket Option and for my main Telegram channel. I wish everyone good luck and good profits.